It's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Download the ESPN Louisville app. Search ESPN.
You guys ready after this next spot?
Podcasts and the latest program schedule.
It's the new year. That means change is here. But one thing that shouldn't change is who you call for all your home buying and selling needs. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance. And in 2022, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to a $5,000 seller's credit by mid here on 93.9 The Ville. So don't wait any longer. Contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at the steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven. Break it down like this. Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And people, let's just get it rolling. Steve Rummage in the building. Nikki V in the booth.
We are, man. We're back in here. It's another day. And it's one of those days, the time period here where you've had a game and you don't have another game till Saturday. And I don't want to say the games are meaningless, but you just got to win the ACC tournament. That days like today.
All you got to do is win the ACC tournament.
Yeah, that's it. And days like today are the ones where you're going to have to you have to fight guys like me who just want to talk about the next coach. So
I just want to talk about management replacements. Yeah. I want to talk about all kind of things. First things first.
Okay.
There's a disaster going on. And I need answers. This has absolutely nothing to do with sports. Zero to do with sports. By the way, Steve, something happened to me this morning. I got two things that are non-sports related.
Okay.
But it just kind of set my mood today. I don't keep up with the local, mandate school, conversation,
Nick does. He probably knows county by county.
He has a chart at home.
Yeah. Never going to that county
where
again.
he puts red X's, X's up on the board.
Off.
So here's the thing. I've been hearing buzzes like I don't really know, like for sure, like whatever.
Yeah.
So something happened to me this morning, and I want you to determine the appropriate response.
Okay.
First of all, I told you my little doorstep is kind of the stoop for the kids. And you know me, I am a door open kind of guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the kids are running by and my door is open. I'm getting my little morning fresh air and trying to straighten up so I don't come home to an unkept house, right?
Mm-hmm.
That dude just be looking. That kid is, one of these kids, Steve, is just so comfortable looking at me and staring inside of my home.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? Usually kids, walk by and just kind of, look and kind of keep on going. He just kind of stops and, what you got going on in here?
Yes.
right? So just right on that edge.
Like
where,
casing.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
He has a little. He leaves 3 seconds before it's officially casing.
Yeah.
Right. So this is what happens. He passes by, and I'm okay. Now I got my book bag, I got my camera. So I head out to the car. These kids are playing tag around my car. You know where I park at too,
Mhm.
like right in front of my door.
Right.
They're literally touching my car to get momentum to beat each other around the car. They're extremely close to me
Mhm.
as I'm getting my chair, as I'm getting into my car, right?
Yeah.
And I hadn't just seen that level of proximity since COVID started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was just like, at first, the little old man in me kind of was like, hey, what y'all doing?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But then I'm like, Marcus, these are two kids playing maskless, you know what I'm saying? Tag, and they're not worried about.
Nick, come back. Come back. Where'd he go? Dang it, Nick.
But you get what I'm
No.
saying? Like,
He'll be back.
they're not allowed to touch my car though, right?
I mean, not to push off. I mean, like play around it, sure. But I mean,
You know how you do, like you would grab a pole just to
yeah.
get
That's what I was when
Yeah.
the first thing you said playing tag around it. I was like, are these kids like Bo Duke hood sliding across it, or like because look, I hate it because like you start becoming your parents. My dad would always say when Jamie and I were doing something like that,
Yep.
Boys, can anything good come from this? And I would always be like, that's such a parent.
Is that what Bob used to say?
And we look at him like, oh, calm down.
Steve, you can totally see Bob saying that.
I
can't you?
know.
And
I know.
then, sure enough, Jamie and I'd break something, and he'd be like, "What'd I tell you?" So I'm thinking the dad in me is like, "What? Okay,
Yeah, because one of those kids was gonna snatch my rear view mirror or
That's
something.
exactly
Yep.
what I was gonna say. He slides, he hits his face on it. Then you're out of mirror, and you got a crying kid around your car. Not saying that they would sue or anything like that, but it's never good to have a crying kid
Yeah.
around your vehicle.
Right.
Right. And and also it sucks having a bloody mirror with like his incisor in it.
Yeah.
So how do you respond? Hey, boys, be a little careful.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Or
probably something like that.
Tear gas grenade.
I do have bear spray.
Passive aggressive.
Bear spray.
I
Bear
listen.
mace.
My bear spray,
Nothing gets a message across like bear mace.
boy. Listen, if y'all do things, if you hang out on your porch at night and you live out in the county, get yourself some bear spray.
You got like the dog, the bounty hunter one.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like the,
Yeah, it's a canister. It looks like crowd control spray,
That's
and
yeah.
the stream is nasty. Nasty, Steve. Listen,
Bear spray.
I wish one of these. Listen,
I've got to shoot one person with bear spray.
in the words of one great poet, an actor, Cedric the Entertainer. We live by the wish creed.
Yeah.
The delegation.
Yeah.
We live by the wish creed. I wish a bleepity bleep
Just
would
one time.
just run up on me and let me use the spirit spray. Because listen, I had to get it because
What was the other? It's like, oh boy, I hope no one comes around here.
I hope nobody's in our
He
seats.
says, I hope no one's in
he
our
said-
seats.
He said they hope things go well.
Yeah. I hope no one's in our seats tonight.
He said, I wish it would be in my seat.
Yeah. I got wit.
Yeah, listen. So when you see me on my porch, y'all, when it warms up for people who live in my neighborhoods, and I mean, y'all see me, y'all know exactly where I stay at, and I'm not a person who I'm not really inside. I'm windows open,
Mhm.
and the animals too. Like, I'll get you, I'll get you, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm
This
gonna
image of you just emptying
listen,
the can
I'm
on a
gonna
squirrel.
empty
Just
the
like-
clip on any threatening being. So that was one.
That's good.
That's one.
Yeah.
Number two. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line.
Okay.
Somebody got to tell me what's going on with the LG&E and electricity companies. And
I've been hearing about this, man.
and Steve, I need to know, Benji, the meter man, I need to know, how can I monitor my own electricity usage? Because none of it, listen, I made the example the other night, Steve. Some things, we put a lot of blind faith in a lot of things in our daily life,
Oh, sure.
right? I don't know if I'm getting the right amount of gas per cent,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just look up at the board and we just, we don't know how many air pockets are in our, hit through the gas. I don't know.
So I said ours was $700. I've been seeing that, like people saying, like, no, I'm having, like insanely.
Yeah, but who do you complain to?
I know.
I'm not paying $700 for my electricity bill.
They'll just shut it off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what are we
Can't live
doing?
without electric.
Yeah, what are we doing? I will say this. Steve, you know me long enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know that without cohabitating with a woman, bills don't get paid. In my world, I'm sorry, y'all. This is my confession.
Yeah.
It's a surprise when I got to pay bills. I look for discolored envelopes in my mail. Something that says, hey, Marcus, we need your attention now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pay it now. Right?
Oh, that's what you need? Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I hate looking at them when my mail's discolored. But point being, who do you complain to?
I mean, you can complain to them, but it's not going to matter. I mean,
Right? Like, okay, so what's going to happen?
yeah, I mean, you're
How
just
do
going
we
to
follow?
say,
Like, is there a way, electricity people? Is there a way we can follow
That's
our
what
own
said
meter
they're
readings?
estimating bills. They're short on meter workers.
So you charging me more because you're short on meter workers?
So I said, Marcus, the water company tried to overcharge my house by 5,000 gallons of water because they couldn't read the meter. It was over $600, the correct amount. So I said, our bill went up like $150 a month from last year, and we used gas and electric according to the bill.
So is there something on the bill that gives you the exact amount of usage in watts and stuff? Because I've never read an electricity bill. So they could
Yeah.
literally give you the exact numbers of wattage used.
Yeah.
And I would not know that.
Okay, looks like we got a phone call from a totally anonymous, concerned citizen. Let's do that. Okay.
Totally anonymous, concerned citizen. Thanks for joining us today on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. It's simply because I'm remaining anonymous. Is because if they probably know me, they're gonna probably jack me up. So
Yes.
I ain't gonna do that.
I'm
But
listening.
here's my thing. I'm like you. I've got a totally fenced-in house. I'm a single person. I probably use one room out of the day and burn, very little.
Mhm.
And they have not been able to even get it. I've even went down there and talked to them. They haven't been able to even get it on my property because it's a fenced-in yard. But they tell me what's the word here? They use some kind of thing that beforehand that I've used before. But this has been a mild winter, if you got to agree.
Mhm.
But I'm like you, and I'll let somebody else talk. I went from 150 to 425 in December. Now I'm up to 800. How does that work? I mean, how does that work? He can't get in. I mean, if he wants to get in the house, all I got to do is set the schedule, and I'll let him come in there and read the gas meter because it's in the backyard.
Right.
But he can't even get in. So, I want to know who this person is because I want to wait on him.
Right.
Okay?
Are they just guessing?
That's exactly what they're doing. They're guesstimating. I don't even have a dog back there. They climb the damn fence and read the damn meter. Okay, I'm so pissed, but I'm glad you brought that up. You have a good day, sir.
I appreciate that call. And thank you for remaining anonymous.
That's a great
Because he
call.
said they'll probably jack me up
Oh,
for this.
that was an OG, man. He's
Yeah.
like 150.
I said 150,000.
Somebody said voting has consequences. Somebody said on God. Because right now,
Just straight up on God.
and look, I'm leaving the companies out of it. I'm just saying because I know there's different companies, but it says because right now, if the electric company was a person, I would fight it, and I'm a nonviolent person. Somebody said,
What are we gonna do about this?
"Oh my gosh, yeah, coal prices went up a few months ago." When I was a bachelor, the only bill I ever got nervous about was the Brown electric bill. Yeah, at that point, I knew
Keyword,
they were serious.
when I was a bachelor.
Yeah, so I said Brown bombers.
Yeah, because listen, is that what they call the Brown bill? The Brown bomber bill? That's funny. Because listen, when I get that one, and again, Steve, if my electricity gets shut off, right?
Yes.
You know this about me.
Yeah.
That's what you get, Marcus.
Right.
Now just be without electricity for a week.
Yeah, we got to deal with this now for at least a couple days.
Nikki, I'll leave it off to punish myself. And can you imagine how? Because here's the thing. Again, it's just me, and I want to turn into Yellowstone.
They have electric in Yellowstone.
I was gonna say, yeah. See, I'll do that with the internet.
Wait,
bill.
stop,
The internet bill. If I can't, get yelled at by a 12-year-old in Call of Duty, that's on me.
Yeah.
But that's the one I would
Why did you do that, Steve?
Self-flagellate.
Well, because
Why did you do that?
I thought you might be thinking about 1883, which is the
Steve,
prequel to Yellowstone.
They did not have electricity.
Why did you
They
do
did
that,
not.
Steve?
It was
'Cause-
they did. It was
No, this is a valid point
You
by
knew
me.
you knew what I meant.
No,
knew what I
because
meant.
I don't think you knew what you were stepping in there. And here's the problem.
technically, Marcus,
Rubbish is
See?
protected.
I know,
electricity
Right?
started in
See?
1786,
But I'm just saying,
and Thomas Edison told Edison Watson that
he doesn't know about it.
He's lashing.
1883.
He's
I know.
lashing out at
He's
you
lashing
right now.
out, but I'm right on this
Yeah.
one. I'm right on this one.
I was just making a point about
Yeah, but
living
I was just saying, like,
without
that
the
way.
means of.
But see, people that really like these shows are gonna be like, "No, I think you're talking about 1883," and you're
Nah,
gonna
I'm
be
not
like,
even gonna watch
and
it.
you're gonna be like, "No, I was talking
just
about."
because this conversation. No, I'm not even.
Yeah,
gonna
and
watch
you're gonna be like, "No, I was talking about this," and they're gonna be like, "Nah, the one with Tim McGraw, it's 1883, bro." Like you're gonna be like, "Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's not Yellowstone."
Fair-
Yeah,
it.
but
Okay,
I'm talking about the one about the Duttons. Yeah, no,
I've
it is.
accepted. I've accepted your critique.
Let's-
I am not above accepting critique.
Let's see. Somebody says,
What are we gonna do about these bills?
enjoy those high prices. Keep voting, Nick. Why is it higher?
Y'all better start growing your own food.
Why is it higher in the West End than the East End?
Is it?
I don't know that
'Cause
that's
it's-
true. I'm just reading the
It's
text.
crazy in the county.
December bill was 270. January was much colder, but my bill was 180.
It's like whose line is it anyway? It's all made up.
Guys, how do you think the city is going to pay for all the free COVID tests?
Be nice.
My bill went up over 150% from last year. Last year was way colder too.
What are you gonna do about
Somebody
it?
said us country folk have electricity, Marcus.
I don't know what to do about this.
I know.
I mean, listen, do we just get some trucks and block it off and go Canada on
I
them?
know. Boom. I figured the guy was going to be anonymous. Oh, look, somebody said 1882 was the year Edison developed an electric. So, Steve. Fair enough.
Well, Tesla did it
And then
before him.
1883.
That is true.
Yeah, Tesla was a genius. Did you ever watch The Prestige?
You know I did.
It's one of the greatest movies, man. I've ever
Edison was
watched.
kind of an AH, wasn't he?
He's
He
a
was
thief.
just stealing crap left
He's
and
a
right.
thief. What was it? One of the cartoons, I think it was Family Guy. They had Tesla go in with his patent.
Yeah.
And the guy just beat him with a bat and took it. He was the worker at again, I hate that, Steve. I hate the idea. You put a lot of trust in Todd. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Todd.
Mhm.
And Nikki. Steve, speaking of things you put blind trust in, the United States Patent Office, do you think they're not? It takes a year to get your patent approved. Do you think they don't take that and improve on your idea? Do you remember that inventor's hotline? I wish I would. I wish I would call an inventor's hotline and say, I got this great idea of this Velcro patch that does this. Denied.
Yeah.
Hey, look what comes out.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. Granted, I was 5. I kind of had
Best ideas are when you're 5.
I had a rudimentary idea for the iPhone. I called it a TV thingy. There, you could watch your favorite. You could play games on it.
It's called
could
the
watch
Jetsons.
Movies. Yeah, I know. Right. I was influenced by the Jetsons a little bit, but I'm serious. Bluetooth. I came up in my high school class, and I just did a bad job describing it. I was like, what if you don't use radio waves, but instead of having like cords, I could have headphones that would be transmitted from my phone. And everyone was like, Nick, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Sure enough, 5 years later.
It was inevitable.
Now, I was light years away from having the ability
Technology,
to even tinker
Develop
with it.
it, right.
But
Yeah,
still.
just a little thing called the microchip that you had to
Yeah, right, yeah.
incorporate. Todd, thanks for joining us on 93.9 Fire Away.
Well, Marcus, Steve, y'all were sitting there talking about like the cost of electricity and, you know, the heat and oil and all the way, you know, how high it's got now. I'm telling you, what we do, we've got a 2,000 square foot house out here in the country. And years ago, the heating pump went out. So what we did is we adapted. We went and we got a couple of space heaters, and we got a kerosene heater. The rooms we didn't use, we shut them off. We used the kerosene heater for, you know, it costs about, you know, depending on how cold it gets, it's like about $18 for a 5-gallon thing of the kerosene.
Right.
And then the space heaters just for, you know, like the little individual spots where me and my wife are. And I tell you what, we don't have big bills when it comes to winter costs as far as heating and all like that concerned. And the house is comfortable. We usually keep it right around 72, 75 as far as the running of the kerosene heater is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't cost us, you know, people ask us, you know, what the electric bill is, you know, during the wintertime, and not bad at all. I mean, really, you know, just other than running, you know, TV, computer, you know, lights, things like that. I mean, you know, we don't run that big heat pump. So it saves us a lot of money. So I just thought I'd bring that up and let y'all know maybe you could use something like that, you know, in your situation.
Todd, I appreciate that call. You know, I appreciate the call, Todd. You know what that reminds me of? A couple things.
Okay.
My grandma just looked at me one time, and I was younger, it's probably 12. My grandma looked me right in the face and said, "Boy, you wouldn't have made it." Because I said, "Grandma, what if the heat goes out?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'll get more blankets."
You're like, yeah, that's not going to work. That's not an acceptable answer, you
Right.
know, in my brain.
Right. Steve, have you ever lit a kerosene heater?
Yeah. We had a couple times back when I was a kid.
You're unfamiliar with kerosene heaters.
I mean,
Do you know what they smell like?
yeah, like kerosene. Slash,
Where have you smelled kerosene?
my friends had one, but I've never lit it. I never lit it. Like I think it was in like they kind of had like an outdoor, like, you know, like it was out in the county.
Yeah,
so he had a pond and like an outdoor like garage that they like kind of converted to a hangout spot. I think it was in there, but I just remember it was pungent. But yeah, I never lit it.
Yeah,
Never lit one.
yeah. Grandma Mabin's, we learned very early how to light, and I agree with Todd. Like the kerosene heaters in the room you're in, and it's pretty much what fireplace.
Yeah.
You've done that.
Yes.
Yeah, you've done that.
Yeah, I have done fire.
Okay.
And a campfire. Yeah. You know.
You didn't do. Have
No,
you ever
no,
done
no.
one of those?
No, no,
Not done that. Oh, yeah.
I want to do that at least once.
Yeah, I'd like to. I feel like that's
I
it.
have to start a
There
fire.
was this thing I saw where it was like 100 skills as a man you need to learn how to do, and like, okay, we want to make it woke. Everyone should learn how to do it, but like, it was that was one of the things. Like,
I think this summer, that's something I'm going to do.
Start a fire
Yes.
with sticks.
Yes.
Okay.
do it in the studio.
No.
Burn
Why
this
not?
mother down.
I mean, I'm sure we could put out a massive fire that you're going to start with 2 sticks.
Only one way to find out.
I mean,
Right.
Like, something
It
tells
would-
me,
it
something
truly-
tells we're not going to lose.
It wouldn't be the first time someone has set something on fire in the studio.
Didn't the one kid like burn the door?
Yeah, thank God for him, because with all my wacky shenanigans, I mean, and I'm sure that the possibility to surpass that in destruction, but that bar got so lowered.
I will say
Thank
this. People made fun of him. He tried to save the coal industry. We might be having his problems. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
Steve Rummage here from 93.9 The Ville, and I want to tell you about Vitality Wellness and Weight Loss. Vitality is a safe, effective weight loss program that is tailored to your body. With Vitality, you'll get a personalized food list and supplements based on your needs. Vitality is science-based, and in your first visit, you'll go through a complete body scan and be assigned a personal specialist. In the first week, I was down 16 pounds. So go to vitalitylouisville.com or call 502-442-2117 and let them know you heard about it right here from Steve Rummage and 93.9 The Ville.
If you hear basketball's bouncing, that must mean the weather has turned cold, which also means you're getting ready to find out if your heating system is ready for the season ahead or headed to the bench. If you have any issue with your heat, make sure to call DFH. Now, when you buy a qualifying Trane HVAC system, receive 18-month special financing when you buy a complete Trane system. It's hard to stop a Trane, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Lanning Paints is truly Louisville's hometown paint manufacturer. We create architectural coatings for homes and ship our industrial and commercial products across the United States and even across the world. I am Aaron Lanning, and I am lucky enough to work alongside my father, Nick, who is our chemist and brainchild for our local brand. He is working daily to formulate finishes and coatings that will beautify your interior walls, basement and garage floors, driveways, fences, siding, brick, and more. Visit LanningPaint.com to learn more about us or call us at 245-0630 to reach our Middletown location or 612-2138 for Dixie Highway, where we proudly offer a full array of Benjamin Moore products. Lanning Paints, painting the USA from Louisville, Kentucky since 1983.
We just got word the Tailspin Ale Fest is cleared for takeoff at Bowman Field coming up Saturday, March 5th. More than 70 breweries pouring more than 250 beers, rare brews, the Bourbon Barrel Bar returns, and much more. Tailspin also features 8 food trucks, live music, the Cox's Cigar Lounge, Drake's Silent Disco, and the ESPN Louisville Lager Lounge will feature all the college hoops games. For tickets and more information, visit tailspinalefest.com.
Whether you're looking to find employees or looking to find a job, liveinlou.com is Greater Louisville's largest local-only job board. Search from thousands of jobs from Louisville's best employers and find your next opportunity. Visit liveinlou.com/jobs today.
GE Appliance Park is now hiring full-time positions with up to $2,500 hiring bonuses. Pick your shift and make up to $2,987 per month. Join our manufacturing production team and be part of over 100 years of American manufacturing. Apply today at makeitatthepark.com or text GEA Park to 844-MY-APPLY. That's GEA Park to 844-692-7759. Make a difference. Make it at the park.
Miss anything for your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
It's the new year. That means change is here. But one thing that shouldn't change is who you call for all your home buying and selling needs. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance. And in 2022, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to a $5,000 seller's credit by mentioning you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville. So don't wait any longer. Contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
ESPN Louisville is your flagship station for Bellarmine basketball.
Who has 14 points off the pin at the top of the circle. Dylan on a drive to the rack. Put it up and in, and he's fouled.
Join Doug Orme and Mark Bug tonight as the Knights host Lipscomb in historic Freedom Hall. Knights pregame coverage begins at 6:45 with tip-off at 7 o'clock. And it's all right here on 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app. If it's Bellarmine basketball, it plays on ESPN Louisville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Guess I'll take a second to remind everybody that temperature control is one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Good stuff, man.
Let me take 1 second. Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday's coming up.
Yep.
The shrimp boil.
Hey.
4 pegs.
Ooh.
All you can eat. Shrimp boil. 4 pegs. Live music.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be awesome. Hurricanes. Oysters on the half shell. And a whole lot of beads.
Mm.
Oh, that means chicken breasts.
Or that. I can't do anything better for y'all. Like,
sounds good.
Listen,
man.
Some
wings.
You want to get in good with your friends, you got to try these activities, these 4 pegs activities. So keep that in mind. Okay, Steve, I want the shirt. Where did you get it?
Texter says, what does he want Snapchat to him? Again.
Snapchat me that if it's cool. I love the gram. I love the gram.
Snapchat me those burgers if it's cool. Maybe burgers?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so Steve, I got to ask this question.
T-shirt hooligans.
T-shirt
Our guys at
hooligans.
T-shirt hooligans. Kenny Payne won those games. Right
That
here,
is
baby.
a nice shirt.
It's a nice
It's a
freaking
nice
shirt.
quality shirt.
Yes.
That is nice. T-shirt hooligans, shout out to them.
Good stuff.
And
man.
I still haven't put my painting up yet.
Good
Got a good meeting today, so it's gonna be awesome.
Let's go.
Okay, so here's the thing. I get this question, gotta ask it. Silence on the home front. Is it uncomfortable silence? Act like you haven't heard anything. Okay. We all hear things about what's going on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
None of us have the legitimate confirmation, whatever.
Sure.
About Coach. I'll entertain you for a little bit.
All right.
Do you like the silence out of the program?
I mean, no. I mean, as a fan, no. But I mean, I also know, like, I mean, this stuff doesn't happen out in public either.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, so it's kind of something you got to live with, I guess. Because I mean, it's I don't know what else.
Here's the problem. I do know there's a certain level of behind the scenes work.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, am I wrong for wanting someone to say, hey, answer some questions. Tell me you're working on it right now.
Yeah.
Tell me you're, or do you just search firm and then everybody leave me alone? Because that's what it feels like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing search firm, leave us alone. No questions answered.
I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like U of L has their guy, in my opinion. Because there's not a lot of movement out there nationally.
There's not a lot of movement or conversation.
Yeah, with this Louisville job. To me, that sounds like, now I'm just saying, sounds like Louisville has their guy.
Or are you being...
If Louisville has their guy, I think it's Kenny Payne.
Are you being blindly confident?
I mean...
because you know some names that are involved.
Yeah, I mean, but...
Yeah, like hearing the names that are involved is the only comfort that I have right now in this entire program.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a big gun over my shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, I think that as quiet as it is, you just don't hear anything. And I know we're right in the middle of the season. I understand that, but you couple that with the interim AD saying he wants to hire somebody quickly right after our season ends, which is going to be in a couple weeks, most likely. I mean,
don't say that, Steve.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, it's going to be after we win all 4 games, 5 games actually, because we're probably going to play on Tuesday of the ACC tournament and go on a run.
Do we got to play? We're going to have to play a play-in game.
We're probably going to have to play on Tuesday. So yeah, like,
you know how you do that, Steve? You know how you go on a run with depth?
Yeah. Well, it's not going to happen. There's just not.
Are you officially telling me that it's not going to happen?
Yes. Marcus, I watched the end of the half and I watched him just blatant, just for no reason. Like, all right, man, we're doing a little bit here at the end of the half. Looks like things are good. Malik and Locke, you guys get in for Sydney and Jalen. Why? What? Okay.
So there's you're 100% sure he doesn't change the substitution philosophy.
I don't think he knows how. Oh God. I think that's the problem. I mean, he said it himself multiple times after press conferences. He's a novice. I made sure we knew that. So and then he knows how. I mean,
why doesn't he listen to us?
We're coaching ACC basketball here. It's just not. I mean, it's not going to happen. But it's not going to happen. I mean,
I wish I could see Steve's face.
Yeah.
Because he's like trying to get me to believe him.
Yeah.
He's trying to convince me.
I mean, I'm always an optimist. So like come NC or come ACC tournament week, I'm going to be like, all right, guys, come on, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like, let's do it.
ACC tournament week, you're going to.
And it's probably going to last the game. I'm like, oh, yeah. Because we're going to be watching the game and we're going to go, why is he We knew that was going to happen. And then we're going to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's essentially the feeling. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure I totally expect Louisville to be 1 and done in the ACC tournament, but I expect them to be 2 and done. Like, I think they might win the first. I think they might win the first game and then lose the second game. Yeah. It's just
the most anticlimactic season in the history.
Yeah, and we're going to be watching the game they lose in the ACC tournament. We're going to be like, all right, man, we got something going. What? No, don't change that. Don't. Oh God. Oh, yep. Here we go. All right.
So you're going to be angry watching it.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I still love my team. Like,
well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Win the whole thing.
Yeah. Right.
Outside of substitution pattern. That's a difficult thing. Coach one thing this week.
Okay.
You.
Me?
I want you to coach the team to do one thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what I mean? I don't care. This week we are going to do one thing from Wednesday until Saturday, 7:00. Every time we get on the floor, we're going to work on one skill. Nikki, what say you? That will help us win this game.
Well, I mean,
what skill? It can be anything in the sport of basketball that we're going to concentrate on. We're going to just we're just going to do this activity from now until the game.
I was going to say shooting, but is it snarky to say make plays?
Oh, God.
Just practice making plays. I'll see myself out.
I would say, just.
And by the way, phone line is open. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line.
I mean, gosh, you could start anywhere. I mean, like I said, you said outside of substitution or issues.
Yeah, because that's a coaching thing.
But I think that's the problem. I'm like, that's the issue. Player issue. I mean, of course, they don't do everything perfect. I mean, God, I don't know. Tell the guards it's okay to come off that screen and go at the basket. That's okay.
I actually was going
to. It's not against the rules.
Say that. Can we do something?
Like go off the screen.
Come off the screen.
Use the pick and roll.
Because you can actually pick and pop that way too. You don't have to
pass it back to Malik.
Chest pass right here. I mean, when we do a screen, it's you know what watching some of our guards go off of screen and roll looks like. No, it looks like a running back that's trying to run a stretch, but they just keep going
and go out of bounds.
And you're like, where are you going?
Right.
Where are you going?
At some point, you're gonna have to.
This is stupid.
At some point, you're gonna have to turn it up.
Yeah, this is you're not going anywhere. Yeah, and it's that's what
we do get pissed at Satterfield sometimes.
I know. Yeah, and it's wait a minute, what's happening here? Our guards sometimes they'll come off that screen, and I think it's been coached to do this. Though is the problem. So I'm they come off that screen and they just kind of go, and you're like, where are you going? And it's turn back and throw it to Malik. Well, we know where this is going. It's like, okay. Well, that was a waste.
You ended the show yesterday. I was actually piggybacking off what Steve said. Something besides just the regular pick and roll crap that has been happening all season. You talked about just basically a couple
let me
flex screens.
I'll say that.
Guys
I'll say that again. Okay. Nikki's answering the phone because I do want to say this. I want it heard on the radio. I want it heard, and I want it heard very clear and concise because
it's been marked.
This is as simple can get. Now I'm gonna do the best I can, Steve. If people don't understand, if I don't sound like people understand what I'm saying, you clean it up.
Okay.
The point guard is up top in the middle of the basketball court by half court, right?
Yep.
There is a forward on one side and a forward on the other. Now, all these positions are interchangeable, but the two bigger guys are going to be on the wings by the 3-point line.
Sure.
And my two guards are going to be down there on the block. That's how we start off this offense.
Yeah.
So everybody can picture that. When I bring the ball up the court,
that's how we started our offense in high school.
That's what everybody does. And Duke does that.
Yeah.
These two guys, it's called pinning down. You go down, set a screen for the guards. Now, based on how the defense is playing, you either curl off these guys and see if you can get a layup, or they both pop out.
Yeah.
You pass the ball to one side or the other.
The side the ball, okay, if the ball's passed to the left, if I'm the big over here, is what we would do.
Yep.
Okay.
Screen away.
Flash. Yeah. Or screen flex. Or if you want to flex, you can run flex or pop to the free throw line, because if the ball gets thrown to my side, I've set a screen, which means the guys in between me and the basket, which means I can do this thing called open and seal. And now, hey, high low.
It's the
anything.
It's people. What we're describing,
basketball.
It has 3 options, and you can run it.
Yeah, because you can do flex out of it. You're 100% right.
You can just screen right away or screen high low. I mean, I'm telling y'all, you pass it to one side and you run the opposite direction and set a screen.
Yeah.
And the ball can get swung back and forth, and your big mate Sydney can get the ball right on the block. You can run high, low. It's just the simplest
form of basketball.
And I know, like, I hope I did a good job explaining this, y'all. You get layups off of this stuff.
Because if you want to ISO, you're going to need the guys that Kenny Payne's going to have in here in the next few years. Like that's if you want to run the ISO stuff. Yeah. That's what we're going to have to do.
Yeah, like Carly can ISO.
Do you know who the one guy? There's two guys on our team right now that I feel like is actually, I think, a good coach would come in here, and this is why I'm not so sold on the one guy just heading out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Is Dre does well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Dre's leaving, but I mean, he wasn't who I was talking about. And Sam,
mm-hmm.
if you ISO Sam and you put Sam in his element, he usually gets a good shot. And it's like, because he is very good
with somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not sold on him just going out the door.
Because they'll fix his jab step.
Yes.
They'll fix his posture.
Yes. Can you imagine what Kenny Payne could do with a good coaching staff and say, wait a minute, Sam Williams? Like, wait a minute. This guy, did you hear Russ Smith talk about Sam over the weekend?
No.
Russ Smith over the weekend tweeted out, and I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, that kid's the most pro on the team. He's like, he can get to a spot and get his shot when he wants it.
You know who I think underrated? You know who has the best first step on the team?
I'm listening.
The best first step on the team. The most explosive first step on the team.
The most explosive first step?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening.
JJ Trainer.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
His first step is
ironically,
so
I was going to say
long.
Jalen Withers on the post when he wants to. If he had somebody that would teach him how to do it.
Right. I mean, listen, that floater that JJ Trainer shot, he has a long Tayshaun Prince-esque first step.
Mm-hmm.
He does not know how to jab step, but he has a naturally long first step stride.
Yeah.
And he's long.
Yeah.
So he can be jumping before you catch up to his first step.
Yeah.
Kenny would say, no, this is how you, this is a rock. It's called a rocker step.
Mm-hmm.
You're so long. You know what I'm saying? You can make people get off of you with a long jab step. And you can get your shot off.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's like, so I asked that question. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to take the phone. I'm taking a phone call. People, Steve, I promise you, if I could get one wish, we would run a regular motion for 2 hours today, 2 hours tomorrow, and 2 hours the next day. And then in the Saturday morning, we would swing it, stay on the block, screen across, stay there. Screen, come off the screen, use the screen.
And this is what we're running today.
This is all we're running all day. Stop. Every time they don't use the screen right, or don't wait for the screen, or didn't come firing off the screen, get out, you in. Now.
Yeah.
Boom. Get off. No, use the screen or get off my court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That way.
Yes.
And keep on rotating.
Just basic offense.
If you don't explode off this screen, triple threat position.
Yeah.
Set a screen
and look,
right.
We're going to do this against Wake Forest. The next week, we're going to continue to do this, and I'm going to add in another wrinkle to this. Now I'm going to teach you a flex cut off this. We're going to do that because who gives a crap at this point if you lose the rest of the games? Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever.
And we're going to get layups off this. We're going to get layups.
Yeah.
I don't care if the shot clock catches us. We're going to run this motion until we either get a layup, a short, a short, clean look, or a wide open 3-pointer. I might let you get away with that. But we have like a 5 3-pointer limit for this half. I don't want to see more than 10 3-pointers this whole game. Right?
How do you get them to buy into that? Because I agree with everything you're saying about how you build on like a certain set and everything like that. But how do you get these kids?
You find 6 guys that will. You know how many guys North Carolina played the other day? 6.
Yeah.
2 guys play 1 minute.
Yeah. You find 6 guys that will do that.
that will use the screen, wait for the screen, run hard off the cut.
And hopefully it's more than that.
But no, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't care if it's Gabe Wisnitzer.
Every person on the team will have the option to run off these cuts hard. If you don't use the screen, if you don't set the screen, listen, you're coming. But here's the thing. For the first hour of today, we don't have a basketball. We don't have a basketball. You pump fake in air. You pretend you have the basketball. We're going to run this for an hour.
Yeah.
First team, we're going to run up and down the court. Okay, the ball's shot. Imaginary.
Yeah.
We run it down. You're going to imaginary dribble. Everybody's going to run to their positions. You're going to imaginary pass the ball, cut hard, you know. And okay, we're going to do that for 20, 30 minutes. Then we're going to give y'all a basketball. And I'm going to say, you don't even dribble the basketball. Just hold it in your hand.
Yep.
Act like pretend you're bouncing. You haven't earned the right to even bounce the basketball. You run up, run it like you got a football. I don't care. Okay, just so we know exactly. Hey, y'all, we did this 1 hour. We ran this 100 times. We've ran this motion 100 times.
Yeah.
Now, if you fudge it up,
you're
coming out the game.
Yes.
I should be able to teach you a simple motion. How are y'all going to get it? Listen, you know what they're going to tell you in NBA camp? They're going to say, they're going to give you this motion. They're going to give you this motion and say, this is what we're running.
Yeah.
Y'all been to All-Star games.
Yep.
Look, Sam, you were in a McDonald's game. I expect you to know how to run this motion without screwing it up.
Yep.
You know, all you guys. You think you're going to the NBA? Your brain has to work right. Okay. We're going to run it. We'll introduce, like I said, maybe I don't even go 5. Okay, last 10 minutes of practice. Let's maybe 10, 15 minutes at the end of practice and say, okay, guys, we're going live. Both teams, 1 versus 2s, we're going live.
Yeah. Because tomorrow, the first hour, we're going back with no ball.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to earn the right to go. Yeah, so that's what I would do for 3-4 days straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I miss a call? Did they hang up on me? Sorry about that.
Yeah, they all hung up on you.
Do I have to listen to Marcus Maben?
No, that's where we're at right now as Louisville fans. We're like, because Louisville fans know this too. We've watched enough ball. We're like people are listening to us going, yeah, that's really true. That's because they probably said the same thing. It's like we're here like, just play basic basketball, guys. Coaches, come on. Like, come on.
Simple,
basic. I don't want my prophecy to come true. Where I watch the ACC tournament and go, why is it Marcus? Why is he subbing that? Why is he?